Today is an exciting day, right? And then you know what? In our culture, like we are very dead serious about anything put into writing. You know, the other day, one of our volunteers asked, "Oh, when would they certify the results?" December 6th. How come the website did not get updated? So I was getting nervous. I had bad dream about it. You know? So that's how serious our people with something written. Okay. And as it turned out, Secretary of State already tweeted on Monday, December 2nd, that she already certified the election result. So it's like 3 days before the deadline. Okay, without any publicity, we didn't hear any news report or anything. It sounds like a non-event. Yeah, but again, our community is very dead serious about something written in writing. So then we talk about Initiative 1000. So there's nothing more insulting than a codified law that discriminates. And then in our culture, we believe in working hard. We believe in we are serious, right? So, yeah. So I tell you one thing that we are also serious about during the signature collecting phase, right? And then we actually go through the law and read what would disqualify a signature. And as it turned out that if you have duplicates, that duplicate signature will not qualify. And not only that, if you have lots of duplicates, the state law actually automatically require manual recount of all the signatures. Right. So that's law. That's how far we went through into the written law, that we apply the law, we follow exactly, literally what's written in the law. And then as a result that Linda one day, she got the data and I said, wow, we have quite a few thousand duplicates. So as we were collecting signatures, every week we get the data. We actually know who the voter ID, who signed the signature on every batch. And then we actually Linda actually did all the very meticulously detailed work. She actually do the cross-examine and find out a huge list of duplicate signatures. And then we actually, tell you what, once we realize that, you know, we have to do a process called a dedupe. Have you ever heard of dedupe in the signature collecting process? And then that's what we did. We actually did that. We have lots of volunteers that, you know what, this process is actually very, very tedious, time consuming, right? So you need to find the same voter, had one signature in one batch of files, and then also appears on a different batch, right? And then we need to have volunteers to actually positively identify that those are duplicates, and then we decide what to eliminate. So we actually use the black pen to cross out those duplicates. So that's how much effort that as far as we went through to make the signature correcting work. So to avoid automatically manual recount of the signatures. Yeah. So this is the group of people that the other side is dealing with. So, yeah. And then, you know what? After we submitted the signatures, we actually were not done. We actually, as it turned out, that we want to make sure the validity is high. And because we know we had a high validity, because every signature we counted, we have already in our database. We know exactly whether or not any signature we collected is valid. So, and then we, again, we had volunteers literally spend the whole week, shift by shift, and spend the whole week in Olympia, and then be an observer, the signature validation observer. And then as it turned out, it made a huge difference. So the state could no longer randomly throw away signatures as invalid, because we've been telling that could not be right. so basically, yeah. So under our watchful eyes, our signature validity rate was 86.4%. That's a whopping high. Yeah. So, yeah. Not only do we submit a record number of signatures, we also have achieved a high number of validity. So that's how hardworking this group of people are. Yeah. So with that, and also when it comes with fundraising, that's also, we're also working hard. And yeah, it's literally during the signature collecting process, we had a contract with signature company that we are supposed to turn in, wire them the money on a certain day. Otherwise, you'll be default. And then every week, it was a firefighting. Every week, I remember every week there's one incident that we didn't have enough cash in the bank on one Friday that could delay us from wiring money. We had the checks, but we didn't have cash. So what happened is we called up on people, hey guys, we short about $16,000 in cash. Okay, so, and then within 24 hours, the next day, we literally camp out in there's a Wells Fargo bank right outside my house, right next to, nearby. Yeah, it's one day the clerk was surprised that the bank was flooded with people and with cash. So yeah, and then luckily I turned out, I told the bank, oh, no worry, we are just simply trying to gather enough cash. Okay, so luckily bank people actually knew me a lot. So through the months, if I walk in, there was, let people vote. So let people vote, the word actually spread a lot. Everybody in that branch of bank knows about let people vote. And then they even say, oh, we saw you on the newspaper. It's like, oh yeah. and then we actually had some of the bankers sign our signatures. I was like, why don't you sign this? Yeah. And then, the people sign our signatures in all background, Asian American, Black American, all background. In one of the banker was black. And then every day I walk in, oh, Khan, did you win? Did you win? It's he was very anxious about asking about the election result. That was after the election, I've been telling him, we are winning, but it's not certified yet. So that's how, so basically through this process, we met all walks of people, I mean, people all sided with us. People envy of equal opportunity for everybody. I mean, this is just regardless of race, particularly veterans. And then there are people actually, I mean, my cell phone has this campaign phone number, so we literally getting phone calls throughout the election. People thank us for doing this. They received a letter from a smart mail, and then they actually particularly thank us for doing this. They received the letter. They thought they want to express their gratitude to our campaign. So through this campaign, it's so fabulous experience that, we felt Washingtonians are on our side. Yes. Thank you.